What's up guys, welcome back to the Run with Jay channel. So today we're going to have another shoe talk video where we're going to look at recent running shoe releases as well as what's to come in the future. And we're going to look specifically at brands such as Hoka, Asics, Saucony, and Nike. So if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. Please hit that like and subscribe button as well as the bell for notifications. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your contribution and support. So let's get this show started. So we'll take a look at Hoka first. So Hoka recently launched in Rocket X in the beginning of November. It's a very light shoe weighing at about 7.4 ounces for a size 9. It's also got a 5mm drop with 32mm in the heel and 27 in the forefoot. And it's also priced very well at $180, which is lower than most of the other brands out there for their racing shoe. So it's Hoka's take on their new fast and quick racing shoe. I tried it. It's very comfortable. It's definitely nice, but it just doesn't have that extra pop to make it, something that I would choose over race day compared to any other shoe out there. Its Meta Rocker design is definitely comfortable, and I really like the cushion for the shoe, and Hoka's known for their cushions. So Hoka also released the Challenger ATR6 shoe, which is a trail running shoe that weighs at about 9.6 ounces for a size 9, and it's also got a 5mm heel drop with 30 in the heel and 25 in the forefoot. It's also cost $130, which is pretty similar to other brands out there for trail running shoes. And there's also a Gore-Tex version available. That's $10 extra, where there gives you some waterproofing materials on the shoe if you're going to run in bad weather, snow or rain. This is the 6th generation of the shoe. It's a pretty much adaptable all-terrain shoe. It's very light on the trail, and it's smooth on the streets, so it's got that smooth transition where some of the trail shoes might not. The lugs are pretty deep. It's got 4mm lugs for the all-terrain traction. It's also got the CMEVA foam in the midsole that gives you the stable footing and absorbs the impact points. It also has a toe rand for support and protection. It's also very breathable, and it's also got zonal rubber placement for weight saving and durability. So Hoka's been known to make nice, trail running shoes. So this is supposed to be an upgrade from the previous version. 9.6 ounces, fairly light for a trail running shoes, and the shoe looks pretty durable and sturdy. So if you want to check out a nice trail running shoes, you can definitely check out the ATR6 from Hoka, or you can pick up the Gore-Tex version for $10 more for the extra waterproofing properties. So those are the two Hoka shoes that have been released recently. There are talks of future shoes that are supposed to come out in the beginning of next year in 2021. One shoe that a lot of people are waiting for is the Carbon X2, which is supposed to drop on January of 2021. It's going to have a 5mm offset with a 32 in the heel and 27 in the forefoot, and also it's supposed to weigh at about 8 ounces, or a little bit lighter than that for a size 9. And it's also going to cost $180, so similar to the Rocket X. So very affordable racing shoe, and it's supposed to be the second iteration of the first Carbon X when they had the carbon fiber plate that Hoka introduced. And this is supposed to be a lighter, faster, better version of the shoe. So a lot of people are looking forward to it. The upper is supposed to have an engineered mesh that gives you breathable comfort, and it's also the midsole has the molded EVA sock liner as well as the carbon fiber plate, and also the Vaporfly midsole gives you a much better cushion landing and propulsive toe off. And on the outsole, it has the rubberized EVA outsole to give you ground contact and responsive cushioning. So pretty much on the outsole, there's no rubber pieces. It's pretty much like exposed foam. So that has me concerned about the durability of the shoe. From the looks of it, it doesn't look like it'll last too long, but from people that have already tested the shoe, they ran 50-60 miles and it still looks brand new. So that's a shoe that I'm looking forward to seeing out there. Some people have been testing the shoe already. Supposed to be a newer, faster softer, lighter, and more comfortable Carbon X that was released last year. So that's supposed to drop early January of next year. So we're looking forward to that for $180. So very reasonably priced. And Hoka is supposed to release another shoe called the Mach 4, which some people are saying it's the training companion to the Carbon X2. That's speculated to be released in early of March of 2021. It's also have the Vaporfly midsole. It should be weigh about the same or maybe a little bit heavier for a size 9 at around 8 ounces. Stack height is also about 5 millimeters heel drop, so 29 millimeters in the heel and 24 in the forefoot. So this is the 4th edition of the shoe. It's also got the engineered mesh upper, and it has a removable molded EVA sock liner in the upper as well. And midsole similar to the Carbon X2. It's got the Vaporfly midsole that gives you cushioned landing and propulsive toe off, and it also has a early stage meta rocker that gives you a smooth ride similar to the Rocket X, and they kind of look similar in a way as well. So this shoe again is inspired by the Rocket X and the Carbon X, and it's made for running long miles. And this is also an everyday trainer shoe, so it's supposed to give you a lot of durability and cushion. And the Mach 4 gives you a nice blend of foams, so you have the incredibly soft, lightweight foam on top, and then with the rubberized foam directly underneath. So it's supposed to be light, fast, unquestionably responsive, and it's supposed to give you some speed as well. So it looks like it'll be like a companion or a sister shoe to the Carbon X2. So look for this shoe also in early spring of 2021, the Mach 4 from Hoka. The next company we're going to look at is Asics. So a lot of people are excited that Asics is bringing back a classic racing shoe called the Hyper Speed. It's supposed to be a very cheap, lightweight racing shoe. It's supposed to weigh about 7.4 ounces, which is the same weight as an Alpha Fly and also the Carbon X2. And also the Rocket X. It's supposed to be very, lightweight, low to the ground racing flat that some people love. It's gonna cost $90 too, which is amazing for a shoe with that ability to cost that little. And then also will have a 5 millimeter drop. So it looks very similar to the Meta Racer. So if you're a person that likes the lower to the ground feeling, this might be the shoe for you. And at $90, you can't really beat that price. It's super affordable. However, it's not a shoe that's I think meant for long distance racing. Maybe something for like a 5K or something, maybe a little bit more for a 10K. So it's a short distance racing flat, and it's gonna be very nice, and people are excited for that. So some runners will love the Hyper Speed because we're at a time where pretty much everybody wants foam and technology in the shoe, but this shoe kind of takes you back and just brings back the basics of racing at an affordable price. And some people will just love the new experience of running in the Hyper Speed. And it's going to have a redesigned upper that provides an improved comfortable fit and more rubber on the outsole for added durability and traction. So look for that shoe in maybe mid to late December as well as early January of next year. So Asics is also supposed to release the Gel Nimbus 23, which is the successor for the 22 version that is out currently. And it's supposed to be a daily trainer that has the flight foam and soft exposed gel in the back for that truss stick system. The Gel Nimbus 23 running shoe is supposed to offer comfortable and long run impact absorption. It also has improved stability that provides more balanced stride that's followed by smoother transitions. And it also has the engineered mesh upper that improves breathability with the gel technology cushioning in the back that's very unique to Asics. On the outsole, it has the Asics light rubber that helps improve durability, and then it also includes the Ortholite X55 sock liner that improves step-in comfort, as well as the 3D space construction that improves compression at foot strike. So people who really enjoy the Gel Nimbus 22 will love the 23 with the new upgrades and more technology changes to give you a more softer and more impact resistant shoe, and also supposed to be a lot more comfortable than the 22. So look for that shoe to come out in early January or late December as well from Asics. So along with that, Asics is also coming out with the Nimbus Lite 2, which is the sister or the lighter version of the Nimbus 23. It's supposed to have a 8 millimeter heel drop and weighs at about 9.1 ounces for a size 9 with a 25 millimeter in the heel and 15 in the forefoot. And it's also have a lot of cushion, and it's meant to be ran on the road. And similar to the Nimbus 23, it also has a flight foam technology in the midsole. And it's also made with sustainable materials. And on the upper, it's got a recycled content upper, which is lightweight, breathable, and sustainable material. It makes it also very soft, and of course, it has that gel cushioning in the back, which is Asics technology, and also the IGS impact guided system technology. That employs linked componentry to enhance the foot's natural gait from heel strike to toe off. So the first version of the shoe is focused on soft and lightweight design. However, this version builds on the same mindset but creates an even smoother cushioning experience. So this is part of Asics branding initiative. So that shoe again will be around 8 millimeter heel drop. It's gonna weigh about 9.1 ounces. So similar to like a daily trainer, it's not meant to be a racing shoe, but a lighter version of kind of the gel Nimbus 23, and that's supposed to be released around the late December or early January of next year as well. So look out for that. So both of these shoes, the Nimbus 23 as well as the Lite 2, should cost around $150 when released. So the Nimbus is a very popular line with Asics that focuses on max cushioning and max comfort. The Nimbus Lite is basically a lighter, softer, and more bouncier version of the Nimbus. So the Nimbus Lite is more cushioned than the Nimbus 23, and the Nimbus 23 is used for long distance, high mileage running, and it's supposed to get you through many miles with the shoe. Some people say they've even gotten over 500, 600 miles without a problem. The Nimbus Lite is a more cushioned shoe, and it's for kind of like a various use, more multi-use kind of shoe, so you can do daily runs, maybe even fast runs or long distance runs as well. So next we'll switch over to Saucony, and there has been leaked images online from Sneak Leaks over on Twitter showing an image of the Endorphin Pro 2. The shoe looks very similar to the current year's Endorphin Pro 1. The design is very similar in the silhouette of the shoe, so not a lot has changed. It also looks like it's using the PWB Power Run foam. It's got to have a carbon fiber plate. The design looks also very similar, but now it's got a checkered black and white pattern. The laces and the tongue look a little bit different, and also looks like there's a little bit more cushioning in the collar area as well. So, I'm excited for the Endorphin Pro 2. This should be released maybe in the early summer of 2021. It's the Endorphin Pro 1 was a great success, and it's probably one of my favorite running shoes that I've tried on this year. Super comfortable, super snappy and quick, very similar to the Vaporfly Next percent, and I really enjoy running in this shoe. The shoe will probably cost $200 again, and I don't see the offset changing as well for this shoe. So the current year's Endorphin Pro weighs at about 7.5 ounces, which is very light. It also has a 8 millimeter offset with 25 in the forefoot and 33 in the heel. The picture from online looks like the foam is a little bit thicker. Maybe there's going to be more PWR run foam in the next year's version. It also looks like there's where the rainbow part is on the bottom of the shoe. There might be a little bit change with the S-curve carbon fiber plate that Saucony has used for the shoe. So overall, I'm very excited. I hope there's going to be increased cushion. That was one thing I did notice about the Saucony Pro 1 is it's a little bit more stiffer compared to a lot of the other racing shoes that I tried on with other companies. So more great news for Saucony lovers. So it looks like they might be releasing an Endorphin Trail version of the shoe, according to Sneak Leaks on Twitter. The shoe looks very similar on the upper, like the Endorphin Pro and the Speed with the design. Definitely looks like it's got more padding, and the midsole looks super thick. I'm not exactly sure what foam that will be. Most likely it's it's going to be the Power Run foam, and the outsole looks very rugged and very aggressive. Looks like it's also got a very padded tongue, and the laces look pretty standard, and also a loop in the back. So I'm very excited to hear about the shoe. I hope it feels and rides similar to the Saucony line. So the shoe is supposed to weigh about 10 ounces or a little bit under 10 for around the size 9. So pretty standard for trail running shoes. So yeah, currently we have no further news about when the shoe will be released or how much the shoe will be. I imagine it will be priced similar to other trail running shoes around the $130 range. So yeah, I'm very excited about this shoe and looking forward to running in the Endorphin line on the trail side. And lastly, we're going to look at Nike. So Nike last month released the mango colorway for some of their Vaporfly and Alphafly running shoes. If you're still looking for a pair, you can definitely get them on the Nike website and even other retailers, as the size, it doesn't seem to be selling out as quick compared to the previous releases. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's because of the end of the year and Nike's already gearing up for next year's releases. But all the sizes are pretty much available on Nike.com and other retailers. So if you're still looking for a pair, be sure to check them out. So speaking of the Vaporfly, there's also been leaked images again on Sneak Leaks on Twitter that's showing a Vaporfly Next Percent 2 version out there. There's also this image of the shoe. Looks like a prototype. I'm not sure if this is the exact shoe or if this is how it's going to look like, but it looks very nice. Looks like the upper has changed again. It's going to be a more soft and breathable upper than the previous Vapor Weave. And it looks like there's a lot more 4-foot rand reinforcement in the front to increase the durability of the shoe. And that's also very good for water resistance. And it looks like the back and then the Zoom X foam will look very similar. Doesn't look like there is any extra Zoom X foam that will be added. And it looks like the tongue padding is supposed to have more zonal padding in the area to give you more relief on lace pressure and to also increase comfort. So if this is how the shoe is going to look like, it's going to look very similar to the current Vaporfly. The Zoom X foam looks pretty much the same in terms of width and thickness compared to the current year's version. So it doesn't look like that will change much, but the comfort and the upper of the shoe looks like it's going to change. So I'm very excited to see if this is actually how it's going to look like. I did hear also by rumors that the shoe might go down in price by about $25, which will be very nice for people. So hopefully this shoe becomes even lighter than what it is now, and I'm excited to see where this shoe is going to evolve when it's released finally, probably in the spring or early summer of next year. So first some leaked images of the prototype for Vaporfly Next Percent 2, and I can't confirm if this is exactly how it's going to look like, but we've seen images of these being released online right now. So the Vomero 15 is also another shoe that a lot of people, are waiting to hear news about, and there's also leaked images of the Vomero 15 online right now from Sneak Leaks, and it's showing, the shoe that has Zoom X foam in the back, which is very interesting, and it's supposed to have a larger 4-foot air zoom unit as well. So I'm really excited to see when the shoe will come out, probably early next year. With the Zoom X foam. So the Vomero will most likely cost around $140. Currently no exact release date, but we're looking probably for early next year. So Zoom X foam and bigger air zoom unit sounds like an upgraded Pegasus to me. So looking forward to that. So another shoe that's been released by Nike is the Structure 23. It's your kind of daily, trainer shoe with more stability for people that need it. It's going to cost $120, 10.2 ounces for size 9. So that shoe is readily available right now on the Nike website. So this shoe is basically a daily trainer. It's going to have cushioned and ventilated design on top. It's a shoe that's supposed to be very durable and last you a very long time. So this shoe has a ventilated support on the upper and a woven heel that gives you a secure fit to help keep your foot in place, and also has a Zoom Air unit in the forefoot that gives you responsive cushioning. Also, this shoe has data from hundreds of runners that helped inform the crash pad placement at the heel, and it also gives extra cushioning for heel to toe transition. So other shoes that Nike has released this month are shoes that are meant for winter weather, like the Shield shoes. So they also released the Pegasus 37 Shield recently, which costs $130 as well, and it weighs at about 9.6 ounces for a size 9. So very similar to the regular Pegasus 37, but added wet weather traction on it. So it has a storm thread outsole that gives you better traction in wet weather, and it also has texture inspired by all winter tires, which is very nice. And also has micro grooves that grab the road, while multi-directional shapes help shed water from direct contact with the ground. It also is very lightweight coverage, so it has a half-length weatherized shroud and is very lightweight and breathable to help keep your foot dry. And it's also inspired by the outerwear performance. And the shroud has a DWR, so durable water repellent finish to help repel water. So if you're a person that likes to run in the rain or in the snow, this shoe will definitely be for you. And the Pegasus 37 is a daily workhorse running shoe that a lot of people have loved. So along with the Pegasus 37 Shield, Nike also released the Nike Pegasus Trail 2 Gore-Tex version, which is similar to the Shield, where it includes more water repellent properties, and it's supposed to cost $160, and it's got a 10 millimeter offset with a 31 millimeter in the heel and 21 in the forefoot, and it also weighs about 10.8 ounces for a size 9. And the upper features Gore-Tex Invisible Fit technology, so it delivers waterproof support without sacrificing fit or feel. It's very flexible, it's lightweight, and it helps keep your feet dry when you're running through wet roads or trails or snow. And also has very quick drying properties that help keep your shoe fresh. So you can always get ready for the next run. So similar to the Shield, very water repellent. Other identities of the shoe is not going to change. It still has that React foam on the bottom, and everything else looks very similar in the shoe. So if you're a trail lover and you want to run in the winter in bad weather, a Gore-Tex version of the Pegasus Trail 2 will be for you. So these shoes are readily available right now, and the regular Pegasus Trail 2 also received a new color. This funky orange, green looking colorway that I really like. Some people might hate, but yeah, there's a new colorway out there right now for Pegasus Trail 2 if you still want to grab a pair. So there's going to be 4 colorways in the Gore-Tex version of the Pegasus Trail 2, and that'll cost $160, while the regular Pegasus Trail 2 will still stay at $130. So that wraps up this month's shoe talk, and there's going to be a lot of exciting new shoes that are coming up in the beginning of next year, so I can't wait to see when all of these shoes are coming out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you're looking forward to any of these shoes, or if you guys have any other comments, feedback, or questions, please feel free to leave them down there as well. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please hit that like and subscribe button. I hope you guys are all staying safe and doing well out there, and I'll talk to you guys on the next run.